a person like you can contribute, who knows the I mean, who knows the vagaries of the market and the money world, and because many farmers, even the farmers movement, they brought in a lot of their wisdom, and it needs to be balanced with the wisdom that, say, a person like you has. And balance, so that the balance doesn't grow. It doesn't, one side doesn't.
No, I agree with you. I am always of the opinion that we should not be extreme in any direction.
Oh.
And you're right about the balance. Eventually, I think it should come. And I believe, like, I'll go back to my old statement, everybody has a role to play. I have a role to play. I identified it. I'm doing it. But then you have a role to play. The person behind the camera, she has a role to play. The people who will watch this, unko
All of us,
pata milega, and they will do their bit.
And we are not just consumers. If we become just consumers, then we get consumed.
Yeah.
The society is being very clever. If you are busy, that defines your success. And if you have nothing to do, then you are unsuccessful.
So that's how these are things normalized in India. So मैं तो 8 बजे तक ऑफिस में रहता हूँ. अरे वाह, 5 बजे घर आओ ना, काम करो, दूसरी चीजें भी है करने के लिए.
Rahul Sharma didn't just change jobs, he changed his whole life. Rahul moved from a corporate IT space into the everyday realities of organic farming, working closely with the land and working with the many, many possibilities that he discovered are there in rural India. This has been like a long, ongoing learning curve along which he has searched for and cultivates indigenous varieties of wheat and other grains, learned how soil, seeds, seasons, and markets actually behave. He's figuring out distribution, understanding supply chains from the ground up, and what it takes to stay committed to organic practices even when they demand so much patience. He's very present with the organic food community, connecting producers to markets and building networks with people who are trying to do things differently. He shares what this transition really takes, not as a success story, but as a lived process, and about what this shift has demanded of him. Believe me, this conversation is not just about escaping the city. It's about bringing change that would work for the planet. Hello, guys. Welcome to the podcast Theatre of Joy. And I'm again so excited today. I am every time, because there are so many wonderful people on this earth and in our country especially. And I get to meet a lot of them. Today, we have Rahul Sharma. And Rahul is a person who left the corporate sector, left his high-paying IT job, and has returned to his ancestral farm and is farming now. He also runs an enterprise called Graintastic. What a wonderful name. I seem to be talking a lot of people who have done just that, who have left the city, left corporate jobs, and either gone to the grassroots to work with people or started farming and organic farming. And I present Rahul Sharma to you. Thank you, Rahul, so much.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. I feel so honored. And so honored to meet a person like you.
Thank you so much.
Because not many people have done what you have done.
Yeah, you're right. It was not easy. Doing like you were, I think we were talking before this also. The transition part, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah, but do tell us about your farm.
Farm, yeah.
Get to that.
Like you mentioned, ancestral farms. Kapurthala, princely state, and we used to hear stories from our father. Every summer holidays, he would take us. Ki chalo gaon jana hai. And as kids, we were like, there were no washrooms in the pind. So reluctantly we would go, but he was insisting every summer holidays कि गांव जरूर जाना है. मैं बाद में बताऊंगा उसका फायदा. So holidays पे हम वहाँ जाते थे. We would meet our extended family. We would go to the fields, and he would tell us, stories and stuff. So maybe now when I come to think of it, मुझे लगता है वो थोड़ी सी जो memories है ना, वो embed होके बाद में kind of you start recalling them, and
Yeah.
maybe those memories then make you connect also later.
Actually, a space kind of opens up in your
Exactly.
being, and then you want to keep going back to that space.
You keep going back and you start seeing the same thing from a different perspective. अब नहीं लगता था हमें वहां जाके कि अब एक कनेक्शन बनता है फिर. Then you feel connected, more connected, and I think a connection to land is more permanent than a connection to something else. That's
Traffic.
what I feel. Yeah, that's what I feel. Traffic, we'll come to that. That's one reason we ran from Bangalore.
I know, I did too.
Yeah. So that's the long and short of it. Kapurthala Farm, ancestral land. And that's where I ended up eventually.
Yeah, wonderful. And Graintastic?
Graintastic started, before Graintastic, when I started growing my first crops, it was just for family and friends. It was not like we'll make a big business out of it. Start first, the philosophy was पहले अपने को खिलाओ और अपने पास वालों को खिलाओ. अच्छा खाना, safe खाना खिलाओ. That was the thing which got me started. कि अगर उगाना है तो अच्छा उगाना है, बिना जहर के उगाना है, और सबको खिलाना है. That's how it started, and धीरे धीरे फिर ब्रांड भी बन गया. लोगों ने people started talking about it कि राहुल, the आटा you gave was very nice, the दाल you gave was very nice, और है क्या? मैंने कहा अभी तो हमने इतना ही उगाया. But then slowly it kind of came to me that if I could reach a larger number of people, why not? I had land, and we started growing, you can call it commercially. And then the idea was again I should be able to reach a larger number of people.
I remember a time when people like me who had started learning about the zahar in the normal food,
yeah,
and we were looking for people who would give us better quality food, organic food, and it wasn't easy at that time.
Yeah,
it was we had to really look around. There weren't now there's so many people actually.
I started in 2016, and in 2016 to now also I have seen many people coming into this space. Still there's a lot of scope, obviously, and people are here for different reasons. There are people like me. There are highly on the commercial side also. But I think in a way it's good. See, this space will allow all the players, and it should eventually. ऐसा नहीं बोल सकते कि अरे वो corporate sector है, वो आ gaya. See, they all have a part to play.
Yeah.
Even consumers, I would say, like people like you who went looking for stuff.
There used to be a measly or small organic market, and we'd go every week.
Yeah, the Chandigarh Organic Farmers Market, remember? वहीं से हमने भी शुरू किया था यहाँ पे. And so consumer awareness is very important. अगर आप मांगोगे नहीं तो हम उगाएंगे कैसे? So that's kind of a thing which keeps us going also. And I think when I see my consumers, कह लो या जो मेरे से लेते हैं, now I see that they will tell somebody else, word of mouth, and they are now more knowledgeable about what organic is. पहले तो था अरे हम organic खाते हैं, आपको पता है पीछे क्या होता है? Now the people who are connected to me, they would ask me कि आपने क्या उगाया, कैसे उगाया, कहाँ उगाया, हम आपके खेत पे जा सकते हैं क्या? So that's the connection which I have seen over the years, जो अब आ गया. So I think that's a big step forward.
Yeah, that's true. And so you had an experience of a burnout.
I was in a corporate.
That
I was in IT, Indian IT. I was a typical Indian IT career.
And you had a job.
I had a job, yeah. So I started. I was in corporate job for about 20 years. uh, IT job took me all over the world. I worked in Indonesia, I worked in Singapore, then came back to India. For 8 years, I worked in India, Bangalore, and we'll talk about Bangalore also. So, corporate career at the end of my, I would say, about when I was in Bangalore, I started reading about food. I don't know, I cannot recall how it, what triggered it, but I started growing tomato plants in my Bangalore house from seed to fruit. I just wanted to see the entire cycle. कि कैसे होता है. And then I started reading about food. Maybe because we had land, agriculture kind of पीछे, the back of the mind always रहता था. And then as I started reading about the poison in your food, in your water, around you, in the air, and I think food is something so basic. अगर उसी को आपने contaminate कर दिया, तो आप उसके ऊपर फिर और आगे कहाँ देखो.
We grew up hearing कि ना हमारे grandparents की सेहतें अच्छी हैं because उन्होंने खालिस खाना
खाया, हाँ.
है ना, and everybody knew कि यार कुछ गड़बड़ तो है इस खाने में.
डाइवर्स खाना खाया है, प्योर खाना खाया है, और वो खाया है जो वो खुद उगाते थे.
हाँ.
वो अब क्या हो गया, when I go to my village, there's a sabzi wala who would come and they would buy sabzi from a ready. The irony of it.
I know.
You have acres of land, but you're not growing for yourself. You're growing for the market. You're growing for the government. You're growing for the MSP. And उससे पैसे आते हैं, then you will buy spray वाली सब्जी from the sabzi wala in villages. शहर की तो आप बात ही छोड़ दो.
But it's a business.
It's so eventually it became that farmers were forced. There are many factors behind it. Farmers were forced. Ready cash, they would require ready cash. Then they were in debt, so that the entire cycle वो बन गया ऐसा. So they were forced to grow certain crops. So that's what
Farmers
happened.
के साथ तो शुरू से धक्का. I remember we made a film in maybe 20 years ago.
Achha.
And then the farmers in Punjab, the farmers were saying that 5% भी उनको बचता नहीं. Can you imagine?
Yeah, they're actually true. So there was a study.
But then again, now this they were seeing through the money economy lens.
Yes.
1% बचना चाहिए. All of us went, oh. But there is so many layered and kind of literal benefits you get from.
Yeah, you do, but they are not visible immediately. So I know about the benefits. I know how important it is to save the soil.
Yeah.
कि अगर हमने soil को खराब कर दिया, वो मेरे को next crop भी नहीं देगी. So I know about it, and I think all the farmers also know. They know about it, but again, the trap they are in, it's very difficult to come out. I am not a typical farmer. पहले मैं भी बड़ा वो romanticize करता था. आप क्या करते हो? हाँ जी, मैं farming करता हूँ. मैं नहीं, मैं farming वो करता है जो वहाँ पर खेत में रोज जाता है, जो मेरे लिए वहाँ पे हेल्प करता है. मेरी रोज जाता है, चाहे बारिश हो, चाहे पानी हो, चाहे 40 डिग्रीज हीट हो, चाहे 2 डिग्री टेम्परेचर हो, हमारे जो खेत में रहता है रात को, वो जाता है वहाँ पे, वो करता है मेहनत. मैं तो चंडीगढ़ में बैठता हूँ. सो एक वो रोमांटिसाइज जो नोशन होती है ना, फॉर आई एम नॉट दैट टिपिकल फार्मर. So yes, I do have a brand.
But the thing is, I mean, where it all went wrong was when the kids of those farmers grew up and they were educated in our stupid education system, and they learned to see land as business.
And they don't want to go into farming.
They don't want to experience.
In my last 10-15 years also, even in my own village, everybody who's farming, they're all 70-80 years old. And their kids are abroad. They're not going to come back. After this generation is done, the land will be sold.
Yeah.
And you will be surprised, every 5-10 kilometers on the GT road, you have seen those food plazas coming up. So the people are
and
just
the cold storage.
And the cold storage, the godowns, the warehouses. So everything is going towards that because nobody is there to farm. बच्चे तो हैं नहीं. तो हम तो exceptions हैं. So I am surprised. मैंने कहा आप लोग ये everybody is like 70-80 years old, दाढ़ी वाले लोग हैं वहाँ पे farming करते हैं. And all their kids are abroad. So you're right, it's a sad reality,
Yeah.
but that's the way it's going, because some people say that's how it was designed. The system does not allow farmers to flourish.
Yeah.
अगर आपने 10 रुपए का मैगी बेचना है, आटे से बनता है, 10 रुपए का मैगी बेचना है, तो आप फार्मर से तो आप 1 रुपए में खरीदोगे ना कनक. सो फार्मर्स आर एट द बॉटम ऑफ द पिरामिड. अगर आप एक प्रोडक्शन लाइन को देखें, एट द वन साइड ऑफ इट इज द रेडी प्रोडक्ट्स जो आपको सुपरमार्केट में मिलते हैं. नीचे साइड है जो रॉ मटेरियल जो उगाता है, जो किसान है, और वहीं से आपकी वैल्यू चेन शुरू होती, जो आप मनी इकोनॉमी में बोलते हो. सो ऑल द प्रिंसिपल्स अप्लाई देयर कि सबसे सस्ता जो होगा, सबसे राइट एट द बॉटम पे हम खरीदेंगे, एंड देन वैल्यूडेशन वो होके आगे.
And so much was made of valuation even when economics was taught to us in
exactly. So again, that's also a part of the system.
Nobody talked about the other side.
नहीं. So that's again the part of the system. आपको एजुकेशन में ही ऐसा बताया गया. आपने जो लोगों ने MBA भी करी, उनको भी ऐसा बताया.
Even the Punjab Agriculture University.
Yeah.
They screwed up.
But they had an agenda.
Yeah.
PAU had not just PAU, state universities कहीं भी ले लो, they would have an agenda कि policies क्या हैं और हमको उसको implement करने के लिए the type of crops
मिलती हैं.
हाँ, the type of crops you are going to grow, the type of varieties you are going to grow, हम बताएंगे आपको, हम देंगे, हमसे आप बीज लीजिए. तो धीरे धीरे तो सॉवरेंटी जो है किसान की जो होती है, जो सीड्स की जो सॉवरेंटी होती है, जिसे हम बीज स्वराज बोलते हैं, वो सारी चीजें तो हट गई. Yeah,
that's a topic for just, I think.
Yeah, so you're right about the state institutions,
and the Green Revolution, and I mean it was such a
that was also facilitated by the state institutes. But on the other side, अगर ये लोग जाग जाएं, these PAUs, and they have these कृषि विकास केंद्र in every district. There's a KVK. It's like a post office. पूरे इंडिया में है. I mean, वो कितना अच्छा काम कर सकते हैं अगर उनको एक एजेंडा दिया जाए. Suppose to promote natural farming, consciously with the backing of a budget, a proper budget in the parliament. अगर वो दिया जाए, they could,
will.
And the political will, they could do wonders. They have an excellent network throughout India.
But they have so much yummy land to sell to corporate farmers.
Yeah.
For corporate farming, they're not farmers.
Yeah, they're not farmers. So eventually, farms will be sold and will be taken over by corporates.
They are already being sold.
Already being sold, and then they would grow food for us. So,
which would be horrible, the same as what America is.
Yeah, a lot many things will eventually be eliminated. Seed sovereignty, the type of seeds I am using to grow food. We go back to heritage varieties of food. We don't grow what PAU tells us to grow, right? We keep that independence. वो बहुत जरूरी है. तो ये सब धीरे-धीरे चीजें.
But there are plenty of people like you in India.
Yeah, there are. That. Yeah, like we mentioned before, there are because they have recognized that there is a space यहाँ पे जिसमें हम play कर सकते हैं. So some people are in organic business just because it will make, eventually they think that this is a money making thing. Then there are people who would export. Export is a big market. India has a lot of land. I think world का सबसे largest number of organic farmers are in India. So those things are there, but the current generation should pass on these practices to the next generation. That I think we have lost that. I don't think that's going to happen.
But I remember that the first article I read about seed politics was somewhere in the early 80s.
Yes.
And the people here had become aware of where it is all going.
Yes, you're right.
Then a lot of people that time actually thought that they would go into organic farming, or at least go into
seed politics. Is one of the, if you want to control the farmers or control the food supply of the nation,
and the culture and the people,
then वो उसको सबसे नीचे पकड़ो जाके, and You tell the farmer that we will give you seeds. That's exactly what happened with these universities. We will give you seeds.
Yeah.
And in many cases, you will be surprised. There are seeds. See, traditionally what happens, you grow a crop, then you save seed for the next crop, right? You know, it's a very natural cycle. You save your own seeds, but there are some hybrid seeds which will not grow unless you buy them again.
That is what I remember from reading at that time.
Yeah, there you go. So especially in the vegetable sector, कि आप भिंडी उगाओगे, मूली, गाजर उगाओगे, उससे आप सीड्स नहीं बना सकते. बन जाएंगे, लेकिन for the next cycle, those seeds will not true to that particular variety.
I saw that in my little patch outside.
There you go. So imagine now you have to go back to that company कि हमें फिर से seed दें.
And of course, then you have to put a particular kind of fertilizer.
Exactly.
And it took me, I don't know how many years to
not just fertilizer, even the weedicides, which are really, really harmful to the environment. जिसको बोलते हैं घास मारने की दवाई, ठीक है? क्योंकि then otherwise they will have to do manual, जिसको हम गोडी बोलते हैं, करना पड़ेगा ना. For me, in 1 acre, I spend about 8,000 to 10,000 rupees just for the godi. It's very easy for me to just spray, and all the grass will die, and I'll have a very nice crop. But then obviously I won't do that. But imagine now there are crops which are made in such a way that the company which are giving you seeds is also giving you a synthetic weedicide. कि ये जो प्लांट है
ये उगेगा नहीं,
ये इस वाली weedicide से नहीं मरेगा, but घास मर जाएगी. So they have kind of matched using genetic GMOs जो इन्होंने बनाए हैं. They have genetically engineered a plant in such a way that you take that seed, उससे जो plant आएगा, it will be resistant to this particular weedicide which we are also giving you. So the same company will give you a GMO, the same company will give you a weedicide also.
Now that people are educated enough, so there's a solution for that.
There's a solution for that, but again, you that applying that technology, and what we say is they are, playing God. The way they are splicing the genes, the way they are creating a variety which will not happen in nature. It's happening in the lab. They're doing it with animals. They're making
with humans now.
Eventually,
it's already they've already started talking.
There's an ethical committee abhi allow nahi karti hai, but
no,
what's happening
is going on.
Research is going on.
Yeah.
They're doing it on mice. They're doing it on pigs. They're creating glow in the dark kittens, mice.
Oh my goodness, really?
क्या जरूरत है हमें? So eventually, even humans also should be walking in the dark, glowing.
if I mean we'll have chips inside us.
That's already there. So technology, you cannot stop technology. You cannot stop innovations, experimentation. ये तो होते रहेंगे. But how do you apply it? That connection with nature, they have severed. So what we believe is, if something cannot exist in nature, if a plant changes also, evolution hai na, but if it cannot happen in nature, you don't do it in the lab. That's what they're doing.
That they've been doing, and people have been fascinated with that.
People have been fascinated because again, they don't know the connection to soil, what it will do to the soil, what it will do to the other plants around it.
Or they don't care.
They don't care also, huh? They don't care.
But okay, so you have had the experience of an economy that doesn't care. I mean, a setup that just eliminates all this, and you've chosen to step into, let's say, a patient, to have patience.
Exactly.
Time,
yeah.
And
where nature will set your deadlines.
Attention as a currency, rather than looking कि इसमें कितने पैसे खर्च कर रहे हैं.
So that transition part, huh? So I was in. It happened very quickly actually. So I am not the one who would keep planning. I believe that if you keep planning कि चलो next year करेंगे, अभी करेंगे, वो ऐसा नहीं होता मेरे से. So it took me only 7 days. I still remember I was in a meeting discussing तो भी हम करते थे. My last projects was in Myntra, Bangalore. So we were there in a meeting discussing next rollout, software, कौन सा patches लगना है, क्या करना है आगे. And just 10 days after that, I was on a call with somebody here in farmer here. I'm planning to move back, and this is what I need. Tell me where to start from. So it was a very quick transition, but it's not like I left everything and then I suddenly thought कि चलो चलते हैं चंडीगढ़ चलते हैं. I planned it for 2 years. Yeah. I planned because I knew I was in a corporate sector. I knew I could save money, which I did.
So buy yourself time.
Yeah, I gave myself 2 years. I said, I'll save for 2 years for my family and me, and then I'll give myself 2 years in farming. If it works out, it works. If it doesn't work out, I would always have a job. I had 20 years of IT experience. I could have got a job anywhere I wanted. So I was very confident. But I was not stupid also that I leave everything and just, sadhu ki zindagi nahi mere ko jeeni. But so I planned financially. Yeah, and I tell this to everybody. If you're trying to come into this sector and you have a job, there are a lot of people who will ask me. I would always tell them, plan your finances for you and for your family if you're thinking of a transition. Don't jump into it. Second, don't jump into if you don't have your own land. I would tell people that, आज हमारा खाना कितना गंदा हो गया, ये हो गया, and then suddenly it dawned on me, I realized I have land sitting there for the last 100 years and I am not doing anything and I'm just telling everybody else. So I thought, I would kind of just go back. So again, coming back to that, I tell everybody, if you don't have land, don't jump into this. They say, we'll take land on rent and then we'll start farming. But, it's very difficult.
I've met a lot of young people, very young people, who have chosen to, so because there's a network of organic farmers now in India, they have sort of gone and presented themselves at those farms and actually have chosen this rather than taking not many jobs available anyway. So,
No, because I know people who have gone into this and then they have regretted it and they have come out of it also.
I mean, this is...
So, there are certain things they should take care of. One is finances. If you're going there, you're doing farming, you're taking care of the soil, you're growing safe food, it's all good. But at the end of the day, it should make you sufficient amount of money to sustain you, your family, and your farm. And for that, you need a financial cushion to start with.
Yeah, but again, I feel the need to sort of say here that in a kind of an environment, in a country, in a place where jobs are just not available, young people at a kind of a level that you and I sitting in armchairs maybe can't even visualize, can't even connect with, but they have a learning which was looked down upon, which was said ki for example, my mother-in-law would say कि किचन में चीजें हैं, जवैन खा लो, ये खा लो, ठीक हो जाएगा, पर अब तो डॉक्टर आ गए हैं तो हमें. So that was downgraded, and they should dig out that learning in their families. And actually there are a lot of there are maybe not a lot, but there are opportunities available. Even if you don't have land, you can go and join up with people who are wanting to.
Yeah, even if you, so like I said, the space has many players. I'm on one side, you're on the other side, and then there are the other people.
Yeah.
So there are different ways to contribute.
Yeah.
It's not like कि आपको फार्मिंग करके ही फूड उगाना है, रेंट पे लेके किसी को ऑर्गेनिक फार्मिंग कर लो, कर सकते हो.
I heard about this farmer in this person, you can't call him a farmer, in Mumbai many years ago, who had these, he was the one who started the idea of bags, gunny bags, के अंदर उसने उगाया था, and he had a whole, almost a business going.
Exactly.
He was selling.
So if you cannot grow the second thing I would ask everybody is actually start looking for food, na? So other people will get encouraged and they'll grow. People like me. So if there are 10 more people who will keep asking me, I'll probably take up more land and start growing more. मेरे जैसे 10 और लोग करेंगे ना और exactly. तो उनका अपना रोल है एक प्ले करने का. Then there are so you do like there are few initiatives in and around Chandigarh also. It's called CSA. It's like a subscription system, थैला system जिसको बोलते हैं. Remember कोविदा में हुआ करता था.
नहीं अभी भी है.
हाँ अभी भी है. और एक कोई there are few doctors here उन्होंने शुरू किया है. So they take a patch of land and then they have subscribers and they pay for 6 months and every week once or twice they'll get a sabzi ka bag at them.
Somebody should make a directory or something about the people who are doing this.
Yeah, actually good idea because otherwise, so people should know about this.
Maybe Greentastic can do it.
People should know about it. So again, there
are people still looking.
So so this is one initiative. So if you cannot grow your own food, look for a farmer who can grow it for you, or become a part of this subscription system, जिसको CSA बोलते हैं, community supported agriculture. So you have a community of people, conscious people, who are looking for this type of thing. And then there is another group who would grow that for you. Why they would grow? Because they have assured they have assured demand. These are 20 families who would buy vegetables every week from me. So they have an assured market and they would grow. And that's exactly what's happening. लुधियाना में हो रहा है, 2 हो रहे हैं actually लुधियाना में, चंडीगढ़ में 2 हैं, तो दिल्ली में हो रहा है.
But so the transition for a person who wants to start to give up buying sabji from the sabji wala and start consuming organic vegetables that are being made available by all these people, and the person who wants to start growing and making them available, and the farmer who has land and who wants to shift, this is one transition too. But the transition from is what I want to talk about, because the whole society is telling you IT job hai, multinational mein job hai, kitne figure salary hai, munda to engineering kar gaya, kudi, and kind of a thing. And now we are, of course, it's spreading out and hopefully in Canada,
sadly,
USA.
I know.
But this is actually the other side of the coin that we are talking about. So staying at home and cultivating the land you have is not a good thing. So let's talk about the benefits, the joys, and the pros and the cons of a life which is got giving you, say, a 6-figure salary.
So I'll answer that first. I'll just make one more observation, what you mentioned earlier. See, you have sari jobs and there's IT job. Obviously, many lucrative in terms of they'll give you money. That's what the definition is, right? And sadly, us space mein, farming is not a lucrative money-making business in India if you're doing a traditional farming. If you're applying a new model, getting farmers together, making a brand, taking it abroad, or even in India, that will require money to start with. That's like a proper business. So just a traditional farming जो है, उसमें पैसे नहीं है. So, well, it's not lucrative. That's the reason next generation is not very interested. Papa, आप क्या करते हो? हम ये क्यों?
It just hasn't been told, but that comes like a job comes with a small shrinking space in which you have to live. No separate bedrooms for your kids also. The traffic. And, eating all this pesticide food.
Exactly.
So that part is never,
so I think
thrown light on.
Sadly, वो part ना एक default बन गया. It's kind of a new normal that there is no other side, or it does not exist. This is what it is, like in a box. Like you very clearly mentioned, I was in Bangalore, I worked in these companies. I've seen how they would be very happy working and telling me, yeah, Rahul, we have pizza parties, we stay in office all night, we have these vending machines, and my manager is ordering pizza. मैंने कहा तुम्हें पता ही, they're just keeping you inside all day, all night, and you're very happy about it. That's the one major cause of a burnout. So they are all in a box, and just you take a larger picture also, that's exactly what's happening. ये है, हमको अपार्टमेंट में रहना है, ये हमारा जॉब है, सुबह जाना है, शाम को आना है, साल में एक बार छुट्टी मिलेगी, खाने का तो आप भूल जाओ दे कि there's not even a thought spared for what they are eating, कहाँ से आ रहा है, ये किस सीजन में है कि नहीं है, is it locally grown, is it seasonal, is it pesticide free, that's not even in their thought process, especially talking about the current generation. It's not. जो लोग हैं, हम जैसे लोग तो बहुत कम हैं. So that's very sad reality. That has become a new normal. So वो अब ब्रेक कैसे होगा? ब्रेक होगा या तो अगर आपको करंट जनरेशन को अवेयर करना है, हम तो अवेयर हो गए, we would meet people, we would have network with people who would tell us about this. In Chandigarh, we'll go maybe to a farmer's market, we'll know about it. But what about kids who are in school right now?
Who would actually also say कि क्या बोल रहे हो बुड्ढों जैसी बातें,
क्या बोल, या तो उनको कैसे अवेयर करना है? So we actually tried a lot. We went to schools also, we went to colleges also, and we asked them that, why not have a system where somehow it could be in their, a part of their curriculum. But
गांधी जी ने बोला था ना,
अब वो सारी बातें समझ आती हैं, स्वराज की जो बात है, and it's all connected. So
vocational education
and make it a part
actually,
of their.
That's the other side of the the transition. Let's say you actually learn to be patient, to see a thing evolve with your hands, spend time on it.
Yes.
And you work with stuff.
You work with soil. You see, so now my deadlines are set by...
Not even soil, wood or anything.
Anything. Doing something with your hands. So, sadly, all those things are now not a part of
they haven't been for a long time.
Yeah. So how do we move people back? How do we move this generation, the kids who are in school now? So either their parents would do it.
So they're not scared of spending time and trying out stuff and experimenting with themselves.
They're not exposed to these things.
क्या बताओ जी क्या करना है हम कर देंगे. Whether it is feeding in a computer or
So somewhere now I'm very curious also. I don't know, maybe you would have some thoughts on this. How do we break this, and how do we make the current generation of people to make them aware?
Let's pray for increased level of burnout.
But they should have, these opportunities, and before these corporates come and they take over the land and food be industrialized हो जाए हमारा सारा.
नहीं वो तो होगा. We just have to now see how we can get out. So can you put into words what the burnout felt like?
The burnout, when it's happening to you, you don't feel it. You feel again, it's just a part of what you're doing, and it's that normal. So when I was in my job, that was my normal. I never felt I would travel 18 hours for a 2 hours meeting, and I was okay with that. I remember when there was a year 2000 bug. Supposedly it would come and crash all the computers.
I know.
So
Y2K.
Y2K. So I was in the server room. That was the normal again for me. Be in a server room all night.
In fact, that kind of a pace gives you a high also.
It does at that time. So you are in a phase of your life where that is, you would manage all that. So I would be in the server room all night. खाने पे तो ध्यान ही नहीं होता था बिल्कुल. And then again next morning also, you would have emails to answer. The manager can call anytime, call you, and if there's a bug in the system, which in a live system, or the system has to go live the next morning, you work all night. And that was the thing. I mean, you're in that job. वो करना था तो करना.
And also, the society is being very clever. If you're busy, that defines your success. And if you have nothing to do, then you're unsuccessful.
So that's that's how these are things normalized in India.
हाँ.
So हाँ मैं तो 8 बजे तक ऑफिस में रहता हूँ. अरे वाह 5 बजे घर आओ ना, काम करो, दूसरी चीजें भी है करने के लिए. But you're very right. That has been defined.
And nobody even talks about it.
That it's a good thing. अरे वो तो रात को 10 बजे आता है, बहुत बिजी रहता है.
हाँ, बहुत बिजी.
मैंने कहा मैं तो डॉक्टर नहीं हूँ, आई एम नॉट इन ICU, मैं तो इमरजेंसी में नहीं काम कर रहा. आई एम मेकिंग अ सॉफ्टवेयर. Wipro or some other company is making money out of it. ठीक है, I'm also getting a salary.
And now it's come to absurd things when you want your eggs in 10 minutes. And these poor gig workers.
Yeah.
I mean, they brought it to, actually everything is going to absurd levels now.
So
क्यों चाहिए 10 मिनट?
क्यों चाहिए 10 मिनट? अब it has destroyed that culture of walking to the neighborhood market.
I know.
So I'm also guilty of that. But especially in a city like Chandigarh, every sector has a छोटा सा market. Mini market में जाके क्यों नहीं जाते?
का booth.
तो जाते थे ना वहाँ पे. So now that is also being attacked.
And there are only a few of us who are benefiting. The rest are just running around on side their motorcycles.
So coming back to your question, I did not feel that burnout. Burnout came when you slow down, take a pause, stop, and then you start thinking about. So that's what happened to me. I'm making money for somebody else.
Yeah.
And मेरा satisfaction तो कुछ है नहीं.
I know. And what's my life?
पैसा मिल रहा. Then I started reading about food. मैंने कहा this is something really which I could do. I have land. So when I transitioned, उसके बाद लोग मेरे से पूछते हैं, did you miss the money you would make? मैंने कहा what I miss is that at the end of the month, whether I worked 9 to 5 or 9 to 10 in the night, मेरे को पैसा तो मिल जाता था. So that was some regular income you will get, regardless of आपने काम करा कितना करा. But that would satisfy me at that phase of my life. But now, what satisfies me, I still remember when I did my first crop. हमने लगाया था कपूरथला में, and we did the sowing, and after a few times I would call, sprout हुआ कि नहीं, sprout हुआ कि नहीं. Then I went back again to see, and I still remember that. I still have a photo. I mean, I was amazed how वो sprout हो गया था सारा, और वो plants छोटे-छोटे
like a kid feels when you're doing that in school.
I would still get very excited. And I still get very sad when yesterday my farm manager sent me a photo that कि बारिश हो गई और हमारा मसर का crop ना थोड़ा सा.
That's what I'm talking about. Na. Here, the whole thing is skewed from what you learned in the corporate, space. There are things you do, and there are these you expect the kind of you don't do. You expect a certain result.
Exactly.
Here
you
just have to.
There are unpredictable, and you need to get used to that.
You need to get used to that.
I was used to deadlines, meetings. यहाँ से किसी को phone करो मिलना है. हाँ यार 10 बजे मिलना है, आओ ना. And हाँ जी आज हम यहाँ चले गए, आज हम यहाँ चलेगी पिंड में, So I was getting really frustrated. But then I got used. मैंने कहा this is how things are going to work now.
And then this kind of attitude contributes.
Yeah. So you kind of adapt to that, and you say that this is the cycle now you should be in sync with. So you get in sync with the cycle which nature sets for you. अब बारिश आ गई तो आ गई. Even though Google मुझे बताता रहता है 3 दिन के बाद बारिश है, मैं क्या कर लूँ? मैंने तो I sowed, मेरा तो हो गया crop. So now a day after, my manager again called me, said कि फिर से बारिश आ रही है. I can't do anything. आएगी तो आएगी.
But then this kind of a thing, and if people like you coming to agriculture, you can think of things that can change the dependence on the cycle, and you can sort of
see technology. I'm not against technology. Technology will eventually, it's still obviously helping many farmers, but there's a gap between people who are making things for farmers, thinking that it will help the farmers, but they are actually not. So many technologies are being made because the government has a program called Startup India है, वो है. There's a tech angle. Drone बना दिया. I don't need a drone. मेरे को agriculture में drone नहीं चाहिए. Maybe महाराष्ट्र में चाहिए. मुझे नहीं चाहिए. I need specific type of machines. I need subsidies on certain type of things.
But yeah,
Organic farmers
can
don't
work
get
on that.
subsidies.
Try to communicate. But
Yeah.
remember when the drip farming,
So all these technologies have their place. There's a drip farming है, drip irrigation है,
and drip irrigation.
spray भी लोग करते हैं. Then there are different type of crops they grow with different type of requirement for soil and irrigation. And but again, the type of crop they grow, they must have a market for that also. If they, unless they won't grow. आपने देखा होगा millets का बहुत बात हुई थी.
हाँ.
There are hardly anybody I know at a large scale growing millets in Punjab. वो नहीं कर रहे. भाई उगा के करोगे क्या, बेचोगे कहाँ आप, चाहे जितनी मर्जी आप टेक्नोलॉजी लगा. And technology is not made for, for me, I need a certain type of machine, for example, for intercultivation, कि मेरे को manual थोड़ा सा मेरा खर्चा कम हो जाए. Why कम हो जाए? Because I would pass it on to my consumers. You know, if to grow 1 kg of wheat, for example, मेरे को 100 rupees लगते हैं, because I'm giving cash to people who are doing OD in my kit. If somehow I can prevent that with using technology, and a machine could do it for me in only just 1 day, I would be very happy. Why? Because I could pass on that savings to my consumers. So मेरा आटा सस्ता हो जाएगा.
So वही तो मैं कह रही हूँ ना. You have been in that space also, which is called the money economy, and you stepped into the time economy. Let's say that, and where the two meet is something that I'm sure it can be worked out.
No, because, it can be, definitely.
Because otherwise, all experiments are failing, and
they would eventually.
We can't just again recreate America's experience here. मतलब GMO ये वो मतलब यहाँ पे तो होगा.
That model has
be total bastardization of that. So somewhere this will have to go. And the education, which I think the consumers now don't need to be educated about how sad the food is that is available. People need to be educated on solutions.
Yeah, you're right.
You're just exactly what you're talking about.
So America's model or any other country's model, especially in agriculture where unpredictable nature sets deadlines, soil is different, climate is different. So कॉपी पेस्ट मॉडल नहीं होता. अमेरिका ने कर लिया, फेल हो गया हमारा.
So where we are now, of course we need to have another podcast on where a person like you can contribute, who knows who knows the vagaries of the market and the money world, and because many farmers, even the farmers movement, they brought in a lot of their wisdom, and it needs to be balanced with the wisdom that, say, a person like you has, and balance, so that the balance doesn't grow. It doesn't one side.
No, I agree with you. I am always of the opinion that we should not be extreme in any direction. And you're right about the balance. Eventually, I think it should come. And I believe, like I'll go back to my old statement, everybody has a role to play. I have a role to play. I identified it. I'm doing it. But then you have a role to play. The person behind the camera, she has a role to play. The people who will watch this, unko
all of us,
pata milega, and they will do their bit.
And we are not just consumers. If we become just consumers, then we get consumed.
Yeah. So conscious conscious consumption. Yeah. So you have recognized, I hope 10 other people will recognize that. And you're also right about, अगर आप किसी एक हॉल में किसी से पूछ लोगे कि raise your hand if you know your food is contaminated, everybody will raise their hand. But then then they will ask for an alternative. कहाँ से लें बताओ. So somewhere we need to balance that these are the consumers, and then these are the growers also, and these are available. Not available in a space where like a supermarket, but currently the situation is people like you and other consumer, they'll have to go and look for it consciously. They will find it. But I hope eventually there will be a time where this will become the default. the poison-free food
They will
must
be.
become a default for everybody. And
Yeah.
everything else is an exception.
Yeah.
And when it becomes the default, it will be accessible, it will be affordable.
And I believe it will.
Oh,
It will. We will come to that pass because, after all, the instinct for survival,
yeah.
this is what has brought us till here.
I hope so.
And-
Yes. Eventually.
Oh my goodness! What a conversation! Thank you so much.
Thank you for having
We
me.
must do it again and talk more about
There's
solutions. There's such a lot to talk about.
so many things to talk about, and
Yeah.
well, good. We have at least scratched the surface.
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you
Wonderful
for having
talking
me.
to you. Hey, if you like this content, please like and share it with someone who would also like it. And do subscribe. It will really help us.